So in order to work professionally as an animator or a storyboard artist, we need to understand the basics of cinematography. So this video is about getting the basic language of cinematography down. So first of all, what does a cinematographer do, and why is it relevant to the medium of animation? The answer is it's relevant because it's in the animation process. It's called layout. And it's a basic part of the storytelling process, and it's really where you solve the visual problems in your film. And on a movie, the head of layout will be one of the creative heads of the film, and the head of layout at a place like DreamWorks is really equivalent to the cinematographer on a live-action set. They're making similar decisions. So let's just define some terms. Let's talk about the different kinds of shots that we might encounter on a film. Wide shot, establishing shot, mid shot, close-up, extreme close-up, and insert. Let's just go through those. So what is an establishing shot? An establishing shot might be a shot of your entire scene. It is, as the name suggests, establishing what's going on. Typically it's up in the opening shot in a sequence. A master shot is something slightly different. This is really something taken from live action, and a master is where you record the entire scene from start to finish, keeping everyone in view. And it's an important part of what's called coverage in live action. And it's so that you always have the entire scene filmed, so that if anybody has missed anything for any reason, you can always go back to the master and you've got your continuity. A wide shot, as the name suggests, is wide. Medium shot, as the name suggests, is medium. Close-up is close-up, but there are a number of different kinds of close-up. It's important to know. You'll often see this described as CU on a script, C/U. Medium close-up, close, and extreme. On a script, you'll often see medium close-up called MCU. Extreme close-up might be called XCU. And it's sort of a medium close-up is obviously kind of halfway. Close-up, that might be just somebody's head. Extreme close-up might be their eyes. A two-shot, as the name suggests, encompasses two people in the shot. And an insert is something slightly different. So an insert is, this is sort of the classic James Bond moment. The planet's about to blow up, cut to the clock, 10 seconds to go, and that's an insert. Cutaway, slightly different, but very similar in concept. A cutaway is where you're cutting away from the action, often because you don't want to show something particularly gruesome or unpleasant. What about a POV shot? POV stands for point of view. Here's a point of view of somebody who is on the ground and is looking up at a group of concerned people. Now, let's talk briefly about cinematography styles. There are plenty of different styles of camera. As a storyboard artist, or indeed as an animator, you need to be aware of different camera styles and make sure that you're using the right style, that your style of work is consistent with that. We might take a director like Jacques Tati, where the camera was a kind of observer. Tati films are almost all shot in wide, all the way through the movie, creating a sense of isolation of the individual lost in a machinery universe. This was reproduced in Sylvain Chomet's The Illusionist. You will not find very many close-ups, if any, in that movie. It's all shot in wide. It gives it a very particular flavor. And of course, for the storyboard artist, that means only wide shots. Handheld camera, that's a camera that's literally in the camera operator's hands. So you're going to get a kind of much more shaky feel to it. They called it in France cinéma vérité, literally truthful cinema. Of course, that's going to give you a very different feel from the Steadicam that you might find in a Hollywood film, which is deliberately steady and smooth. Okay, that's part one of this general introduction to cinematography. You can move on to the next video.